public because there's still, I don't know, another 200 million vehicles on the road to replace with EVs just in the United States alone. So the market's massive, but nobody.
How much does one have to have for Tesla right now? I think the chart's fascinating over the last 3 years. We've got the downtrend off the highs, but the uptrend off the lows. By my armchair technical analysis, so Ross, it looks like we've got maybe a month before this thing's got to either break up or down. Which way you think it's going to go? I think I might already know the answer.
Well, I'm not going to tell you which way Tesla stock's going to go. I mean, I wish I knew that for sure. But, we work around valuations, and Tesla's still one of the highest valued stocks in the market based off its forward PE ratio. Tesla has a lot of things going for it, like the Cybertruck launch, and a great article today in the Wall Street Journal about how the mega packs have really stabilized the electrical grid this summer and helped Texas and California avoid blackouts and all the utilities that are investing in Tesla energy battery systems, which are just revolutionary in our energy system. So I think long-term Tesla is an incredible investment. On the short.
Imagine if one Tesla share was worth $22,000 today. How much would your portfolio be worth as a Tesla investor? Take a moment to think about that. Yes, we know that is a pretty high price target, but what makes it even more interesting is that it is very possible, and it could happen in just 7 years from now. Pretty speculative, but it is true. So how will Tesla stock get to such a mouthwatering price? That's the million-dollar question we're about to answer. So stick with us as we go on this journey of making money, and we're going to do it together. Tesla is on quite the roller coaster for 2023, with shares soaring to nearly $280 each. Imagine that. It is a remarkable year for Tesla investors, and they're all probably grinning ear to ear. So why is Tesla so hot right now? Well, one of the reasons is its diverse business model. The automaker is not just about making cars, but it also has its fingers in various pies, from energy solutions to AI to autonomous driving. And according to some analysts, Tesla investors should look at these segments individually to get a better handle on Tesla's real value. And this is where it gets exciting and maybe a bit speculative. For the purposes of this video, we've got two wild scenarios in the rumor mill for Tesla's stock price in 2030. The bear case sees it reaching a target price of $2,500 per share, with a bullish case seeing it hit a jaw-dropping $22,000 per share. Yep, you heard that right. So buckle in as we explore these two price targets and how Tesla can achieve them. Let's get started. There are a bunch of things that can influence Tesla's future stock price. First up, there's the whole regulatory dance for autonomous driving, as well as the big product launches like its much-anticipated Cybertruck. And let's not forget about Tesla's charging network, which is going to be a pretty big lifeline for the electric empire. All of these factors could make or break Tesla's stock, and it could see it reaching fortunes. And it's all going to determine how much shareholders are going to make from that investment in Tesla. Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. Now, before we dive headfirst into this Tesla stock adventure, here is some sage advice. Tesla's stock is a wild story. It's exciting, it's a crazy ride filled with twists and turns. So if you're thinking about joining in on the fun, keep your eyes on the road, do your own research, and buckle up for the journey. Try to figure out your risk tolerance, and most importantly, make informed decisions based on what you think Tesla's future holds. With that being said, let's get on with the juicy part of the video. But before we start, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up to date on everything going on for Tesla. For our bear case scenario, let's say Tesla stock only gets to $2,500 by 2030. To achieve this, the automaker only achieves 50% of its annual target to sell 20 million EVs by 2030. Also, Tesla starts operation of the robotaxi at a small scale, continues to improve its energy sector, and probably more companies adopt Tesla's supercharger network. For the bullish target, however, this is something that you're going to want to pay attention to if you intend on holding on to your Tesla shares for a long time. For this scenario, we predict a $22,000 share price for Tesla. While this target may seem pretty extreme, there are potential catalysts that could make it happen. This valuation would require Tesla to have a massive robotaxi fleet. Tesla will license FSD, it will build its energy business, and it will also sell the Tesla bot at scale to companies globally. These robots will probably be used in homes and offices. So suppose you own 100 Tesla shares right now, this number of shares could be worth $250,000 in a bear case, and up to $2.2 million if Tesla does incredibly well by 2030. For a more achievable future, we've included one more Tesla price target, and we call this one the base case scenario. For a scenario like this, we predict that Tesla's stock price goes as high as $8,000 by 2030, meaning that 100 Tesla shares are going to be about $800,000 in 7 years. For this scenario, Tesla actually hits its target for 20 million vehicles, but it comes in late, probably around 2031 or 32. So by 2030, Tesla will already be hitting close to that target, and the company will probably start selling its Cybertruck. Other catalysts for this price target are more companies adopting Tesla's charging network and Tesla launching a cheaper model. The Tesla bot will also be available in a useful form, probably just working in Tesla factories and doing labor-intensive and high-risk tasks. We believe that the factors highlighted in these 3 scenarios can improve Tesla's outlook and encourage more investors to put more money into the stock. As the past few years have proven, it is relatively difficult to provide a clear estimate of how Tesla's stock price is going to trade in the coming months, let alone years. Therefore, by using revenue and earnings estimates, we can come up with a clear picture of where the stock is going to be in 2030, and this can only be achieved by considering all of Tesla's business segments. For instance, Tesla's been expanding its supercharger network rapidly, with a new type of supercharger called Magic Dock. Magic Dock superchargers are designed to be installed in parking garages and other tight spaces, and they can charge up to 4 vehicles at once. These superchargers are also cheaper and easier to install than the regular ones, which is going to help Tesla increase its charging infrastructure and convenience for its customers. If Tesla can effectively provide supercharging services for all its customers and that of other EV makers, then think about the amount of revenue it can make in the future. Already, Tesla cars are becoming the best sellers across multiple markets. For instance, the Tesla Model Y is becoming a top seller in Iceland and Australia, and Tesla still aims to make the Model Y the best-selling vehicle in any category worldwide. Similarly, the Model Y and Model 3 have both become popular choices for first-time EV buyers, and this might explain why the Tesla brand has become so popular in several countries, especially ones that are just starting their electric vehicle journey. We believe, just like every other Tesla bull out there, that as Tesla keeps on spreading its wings worldwide and slashing costs, investors can keep their bottom dollar, that the demand for their cars will keep soaring and more revenue will be made. It's like a roller coaster of growth and it doesn't end. What's your Tesla valuation like? Let us know down below. And if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days, go ahead and click on this next video on your screen. See you there.